Um, Thank you for having me today. My name is Bertram. I'm sales master, and I'm pleased to present to you. I only get to give you two products today, even though there's many products that I take, but these are two important ones that I feel like everybody should know, and a lot of people don't even know about the one that I want to be talking about. So the first one I'm going to, yeah.
Let me
Okay.
know. Let me
There.
know.
That's the
Oh,
first
that's
one.
the first
Right.
one.
I want to talk about this first one because lots of people don't understand Atomy rhodiola milk thistle. Okay. Uh, I don't know how many people take this. I do it regularly, 2 tablets a day. Okay, she does too. But I'm sure all of you watch television, right?
Yep.
And yes, and have you seen these commercials? I know you've seen the commercials, but are you paying attention? Okay, so pay attention to me because I'm going to teach you something. Okay,
Yes, sir.
you watch television, you're watching a show, and then all of a sudden the commercial comes on, and what do they start talking about? Health.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden they're going like, we have this product that is going to help you. You've been on this diet, that diet, this, water diet. You name it, they've been on a diet and you can't lose the weight. So what is it? They said, well, now we have this product. Okay, I don't know the name. They don't tell you what it, but we have this product and it has something to do with insulin resistance. Okay? And at that time, I'd already been taking this. And I did a lot of research on this milk thistle. And did you know that milk thistle is, I don't know if that's what they use, but when I researched the benefit of milk thistle, I had a whole bunch of notes here I was going to use, but I'm not going to bore you with all that, okay? Because I can bore you to death in 20 minutes of talking, 10 minutes on milk thistle, 10 minutes on HemoHIM, which all of you can look up yourself, okay?
Yep.
So, here it is, this commercial, and I'm opening my eyes and I'm going like, oh my God, insulin resistance. It's because your insulin isn't being able to be used to digest that food properly, okay? And it begins to, it creates fat, okay? It creates fat when it's not digested. So people can't lose weight. And I'm thinking, well, I'm using this milk thistle, and it has this ingredient, silymarin. Lots of it. Okay? Milk thistle has silymarin. By the way, rhodiola is another ingredient. That's two different ingredients, okay? It's not just milk thistle that you're getting. You're getting rhodiola milk thistle. And rhodiola is another product that helps with your liver, okay? Milk thistle helps with your liver. And God knows, when I was in active duty, I was destroying my liver. Okay, I mean, when we go out after the mission, we can drink a lot of beer. So, not now, but that was back in the old days, okay? And you just don't know, because when you're young, here you are, you're just taking one beer after another, and before you know it, you drank 12 beers. And then you don't know where you're at. But, going back to this, milk thistle has so many ingredients, I'm not going to go through all of it. You can do the research yourself, okay? This is what I take. I love to eat. I eat, and yet I can maintain my weight. Now, you still got to watch your diet, but this product helps maintain your liver, okay? It helps insulin resistance. it can help with many other benefits. Okay? So I would recommend, if you haven't tried it, you should try it. Twice a day, one in the morning, one at night. And I'm telling you, if you don't see a difference, you have nothing to lose. Okay? Anatomy is so good, they guarantee it 100%. If you don't like the product, you give it back. If you got it from me, you give it back to me, I'll give you back your money and I'll use it. Okay? I had people ask me, hey, you know, my wife has fatty liver. You got anything? And I'll tell them, you gotta use milk thistle. Okay? But what is sad is that they start using it and then it helps them, then they forget. Okay? I know we all experience that. We have people that get the product, they use the product, they like the product, but the minute they start feeling better, it's like, okay, I'm cured. No, you're not. All the stuff that we have, these supplements, is a natural product. It's a weed. Okay? Thousands of years ago, what do you think we human beings used? Did we have drugs? Did we have all these chemicals that the doctors give you?
No.
In the last 3 months, I've had some problem with my scalp, okay? I've seen my primary doctor, and he looked at it because it was itching real bad. And he said, okay, we're going to give you this antibiotic, and we're going to give you this solution. So I tried that. After 2 weeks, it went down, but still bad. You know, went to the dermatologist. She recommended another antibiotic. And I'm going like, I just took an antibiotic. You know, you're not supposed to be taking off. She said, that's okay. That's okay. And then she gave me another solution. That just helped a little bit. Then all of a sudden, another 2 weeks went by and still. I go back to my primary doctor and he looks at it and he says, well, we'll give you this antibiotic. And I'm thinking, oh my God. You know, I've never taken so many drugs in my life. Okay, so you know what I did? I went back to one of my Anatomy products. My scalp care. Of course, I'm not talking about scalp care today, but that's what I went back for. Doctors experiment on you. You ever notice when you're sitting there and they're going like, Bertram, let's try this. Let's try this on you, okay? And if it doesn't work, we'll try something else. All right? So think about that now.
So
Does he guarantee me?
No.
He can't guarantee me. You're in charge of your own health, all right? So I want you to think about your liver. This milk thistle can help manage your liver. It has all these products in there, pantothenic acid, okay? That's something your body needs, okay? It's so important. A lot of people don't know, but you look up pantothenic acid. That's one of the most important ingredients your body needs, okay? And this, I used to think, I see the birds eating it all the time. Well, guess what? The birds just eat everything. And you wonder how come they don't get sick. They're eating milk thistle, okay? They know, birds know. You gotta be observant, you gotta watch these animals. Nature's animals know, okay? If you don't watch them, then you're gonna be lost and you're gonna be going to your doctor, see? And you cannot get, they say that you gotta watch where you get the source. You gotta watch where you get the product. Anatomy, they make the purest form that you can possibly get at the lowest price. Okay, our CEO has guaranteed that. Okay, you get the best at the most affordable price. Nobody can make a product better. Okay, so these are all the things that's in there. You can look it up yourself, And the rhodiola, like I said, is a very rare plant, okay, in Asia. And people have to look hard for this, okay, but this is a rare plant. And it really enhances the milk thistle, okay? So try it. I can't say enough about it. I know somebody told me they don't use it. You need to try and start using it. Because I know, and I don't knock anybody else's product, but what I do tell you is that the product I use, I can afford it, and I use it, and it works. Okay? So, we go back. Oops. Did I go the wrong way? Where's the HemoHIM? There it is. Okay. Now,
That's that. Let me see.
now, okay. HemoHIM. To me, this is the most important product that ANMI has. Okay? And the reason I tell you that is because our CEO, Gil Park, when he first started using this, he was told by the doctor, you need to go home and get your house in order. When the doctor tells you that, you mean he's telling you something that's serious. Serious. You may only have weeks, you may have months. He started taking HemoHIM. And I believe a lot of you know, he had NASH. Not like this. He had non-alcoholic sclerosis. Okay? And when he started taking HemoHIM, he got better. And he's still alive today. He's still in charge. He wants to retire, but nobody wants him to retire. He's so good. He inspires all of us. Okay? I'm sure one day he's going to get his dream. That's his dream. To retire and let us younger people take over. Okay? Jason, one of my favorite leaders. Okay? But I met him who was Star Master. Now look at him. Anyway, HemoHIM has 3 ancient herbs. Okay? First time I ever took it was at Mrs. Nash. She gave me this thing, and then instead of just giving it to me, she tore it open. She handed it to me, and I'm going, oh. And of course, you know, I'd already been there, and I eat the food and everything. So I thought, I better be, you know, nice and try it. So I took a little bit, and it was like, oh, you know, I wasn't used to it. Then she asked me if I wanted water. Oh yeah, I needed water. But you know, now I can take it religiously. You know why? Because I know what it does for me. Ever since I started taking it 9 years ago, I was skeptical. I was doubtful. Okay, and all I'd known was the doctor. In fact, let me tell you, when I was a kid, though, my grandma took me to the herbal store, the Chinese herbal shop, whenever I got sick. Okay, whenever I got sick, she took me downtown. We walked downtown. I grew up in Honolulu. She told the Chinese herbalist what I had. He went up there and he got all these little twigs and leaves and whatnot, put it in a bag, wrote down instructions. She took it home. She followed the instructions, and she made this liquid thing that looked like ink. It was awful. Green. It looked like something that you don't want to, you know. She made me drink it. But see, that was my first experience with herbs. But then when I grew up and joined the military, all they gave me was drugs. Okay? Then I came along and I met Mrs. Nash and her group. And you all remember. And I thought, I don't know about this. So I just took the HemoHIM on faith. I didn't notice much. But then 6 months later, when I went to my blood work for my doctor, he told me, hey, your cholesterol is down. I'm going like, oh, okay. He said, Bertram, your cholesterol is down. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he said, your cholesterol was from 230 and is now 124. My yes, thank you. My PSA was like 7.4 and it was down to 6.4. Okay, and the last time I checked, it was down below that. It was like 5.9. But then it's gone up a little bit because I guess Christmas time, and all that, you know, all that food. But I want to tell you something. It's not a secret ingredient. It's 3 ancient ingredients that they studied. This product, HemoHIM, took 8 years of research. 8 years of research. You can look it up yourself. You can go to the NIH.gov and search HemoHIM, and you can see all the pages of research that these scientists did to work on this product. Okay? Your doctor, now I got a good doctor. My doctor says keep doing what I'm doing. But if you got a doctor that says, oh no, you better not be taking that stuff. Okay? That's voodoo stuff. Okay? It's not. Because the people that lived before us thousands of years ago, that's what they took. They took these herbs. These ancient herbs are so ancient, I can't even pronounce the name. Okay? All I know is you take one a day, well, one in the morning, one at night, or however, okay? And it does different things for you. You know, I can't guarantee it's going to cure. I cannot. I can't guarantee anything. But see, that's just like a doctor. They can guarantee it. But the difference is this has been around for thousands of years, not like the drugs. Okay? So my recommendation is you try it. These are the 3 special herbs, okay? And it has natural killer cells. Immunocyte activity. It creates a defensive wall against the bad stuff that try to attack your body. Okay. It increases. If you see the word hemo, what does that tell you? Blood. That's your lifeline. Okay. The red blood cells, it increases production of red, along with increasing this, NKC. You know what that is? That's your white blood cells. Your white blood cells, if you don't have enough of them, it doesn't attack the bad stuff that comes into your body, and then you get sick. And worse yet, you get stuff that may be incurable, at least to the doctor. Okay? You're in charge of your own health. Nobody else is, okay? And I had one friend of mine tell me when he started taking HemoHIM, he said, man, I like that HemoHIM, it really helps me. I'm going like, great. Then all of a sudden he's like, a couple months later, he's going like, Bertram, I don't know. I said, well, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? He said, well, it's costing me a lot of money. Oh, okay. Right now it's about $108 1 month. 2 packs a day. Okay. When they first started giving that, selling that HemoHIM, you didn't get 30 days. You only got like 25 days or something. You got less for whatever reason. But anyway, he said, it's costing me too much. I looked at him and I said, Henry, what is your health worth to you? And he stopped and thought about it. And I said, you know what? You see that commercial on TV It says you can do all these things, and then all of a sudden the one thing that is so golden, it's because it's priceless. It's priceless. That's what I told him. I said, your health is priceless, Henry. And he looked at me and he stepped back. He lowered his head. He said, you're right. It's priceless. Don't we all want to live long? We want to have long life. But then we don't want long life and be miserable. Okay? Hangyo Park said we are meant to live to be 120. You know, in the Bible, it says there was Noah who lived over 600 years.
Yeah.
Why is that? Think about it. So, anyway, I hope I didn't go over my 20 minutes. But I really want to encourage people. See, this is not my typical way of introducing a product. And I'm sorry, Mr. Jason. You know, it's probably against the rules, but this is the way that I just felt like, because I was going to read off of that stuff, okay? But I decided I'm not going to bore you with this for 20 minutes, because you know why? When you read like that, people go after about 5 minutes. Okay. So I want to thank you. I want to thank Mr. Shin, Jason, for coming and allowing me to speak. And if next time they gave me, I could talk for an hour, but anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can I say something real quick? HemoHIM?
Yeah, sure.
You know, Yin Mei had a heart attack about 4.5 months ago when we got back from Malaysia. But while we were in Malaysia, there was a promotion to take 2 HemoHIM per day. And I think, because she had a little symptom before we went and we didn't know it, she was a little bit out of breath when we were walking. I think the HemoHIM helped to keep Yin Mei's blood thin while we were gone there for 6 weeks, so she did not have a heart attack in Malaysia. And then after we got back, she had it. But I think HemoHIM is a wonderful product.